Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm KJ. Today's video is going to be a review of a tea that I've never tried before. But time is of the essence based on like brew water that I already have ready to go. So I'm not gonna stop. But I do want you guys to see my nails. So, Valentine's Day nails, and I know what you're thinking. Green, floral, rose gold. Yes. Doesn't this kind of remind you of the David's Tea collection? I think it was like circa 2018. Yeah, where it kind of looked like a Mother's Day collection. It was like that seafoam glass, the green and the pink one. That's what I was going for. So, shout out to my nail tech, Lauren. Those are my nails. I know. I spent 20 seconds on that. So sorry. So, let's get into the tea we're reviewing. So, this is Teadrops Rose Earl Grey. I got this from Whole Foods, but they have their own website. I've also gotten a different kind in my Sips by box that I still also haven't tried yet. Saving that for a special content thingamabob. So, I'm just gonna kind of read you some of the descriptions of like everything that's going on this like super lively canister. So, this first thing says it's tea magic, not a tea bag. Huh. Okay. Caffeine level 2.5 out of 3. Uh-oh. Glad it's the morning time. This is an Earl Grey tea with rose petals. 10 servings per box. Just add water. We're just a little sweet. About 1 teaspoon of sugar in each drop. So, 1 tea drop has 8 grams of sugar total. The ingredients technically include organic raw sugar, organic Earl Grey tea, organic black tea, bergamot oil, and organic rose petals. It is certified organic and gluten-free and fair trade. Read your tea leaf fortune. Oh, there's a whole thing in here that says, you'll notice tea sediment at the bottom of your cup. Look for any objects such as cats, trees, flowers, letters, numbers, etc. Discern these things using your intuition. They may have a significant meaning to you. And with every purchase you donate a year's supply of clean water to someone in need. Guys, there's a lot going on this bottle. And again, like kind of said, time is of the essence, but we'll get there. Our story. One day, Sashi wanted tea without the waste of a tea bag. So she created #TeaMagic. Okay. Tea drops are pressed teas made with organic, genuine tea leaves that dissolve in hot water. Some sediment at the bottom of your cup is expected and drinkable. So, let me show you what it looks like in here. So, this is the top. Surprisingly, there's not much going on up there compared to everything on this cylinder. It kind of slides off. It's like a paper cardboard. And each tea drop is packaged individually. And see these little packages. So I find it interesting that, like, you know, the whole idea of the tea drops is tea without a tea bag, but like, bam, look at all this. And surprisingly, also, there wasn't much on. So, okay, recycle if clean and dry. Recycle for plastic pouches. Not a lot of places do that. A lot of the home recycling is single stream, so this wouldn't really belong in there. So I don't know, I just think that's interesting. That's like an observation that I made based on like the eco-friendliness of the packaging versus like what the mission was for the tea. So that was just like the first thing I noticed, because it's like, oh, tea without a tea bag, and then like tea without a tea bag and a plastic bag times 10. Okay, so here we go. I bought up to my room this clear glass just so we can like see what's going on together. And technically it's been about 6 minutes since my boiling water was like boiled. So I'm guessing right now it's about 200. That should still be okay. I mean, 200 is freaking hot. Oh, I didn't even show you guys what it looked like outside of the bag. So this is what it looks like. It's a flower. I think that's interesting. I think the other tea drop thing I got in my Sips by box was a rose, and I feel like it was chocolate Earl Grey. So this one's rose Earl Grey, and it's just this little flower. So apparently the instructions say, pour boiling water into a cup and then add 1 tea drop into 8 to 12 ounces of boiling water. Stir and enjoy. So again, it's not boiling. I know, like, why do you keep doing these reviews if you're technically not ready? Timing is really, you know, it's a thing I'm working on. So, well, apparently, let's pour the water first and see how it goes. So I think these cups hold a little more than 8 to 12, so I'm going to stop there. And I don't know if you guys can, like, see the steam, but it's obviously still super hot. And then we're just going to drop it in there. So not much is happening, and also to my surprise, I don't have a stir. Like, I don't just have like a wand or a spoon that I trust to use for that purpose. So I brought this little like electric whisk that I also use like sometimes when I don't want to use my milk frother. So it's kind of working okay. It's dissolving okay. At this point, I don't know if you guys can like it's just like being tossed around in there. So I'm actually going to turn this on and see if that helps. Whoa, okay. You guys know I never bring any napkins to these things, and I definitely need to. So, at first glance, it's looking kind of murky. I can definitely see just like the grains of tea and sugar. I'm an idiot. So, I was gonna say, I wanted to look and see if I saw, you know, a full petal, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna go one more little bit and just kind of, hopefully everything will bond together. This thing is like, got some tumultuous power. Depending on how close you are to the surface, it could really like, you know, cause a ruckus. So let's tap that off. Guys, what kind of review? What the what? Ugh, annoying mostly. Okay, so you guys can kind of see some sediment up here. Again, just like, oh, you can see it moving around. Like that's not me. Whew, this is hot to touch. Okay. We're 8 minutes in and I still haven't drank the tea, but like, I don't know. We're doing this together. First time for everything, right? So I can smell the rose before going in, but it's like a playful rose. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I think it's because it's like bonded with sugar. So they mentioned like, yep, there's about a teaspoon of sugar in each one. I can tell. When I first smelled the dry tea drop, it smelled very fruity. Like almost like a fruity pebble, like almost. So that was interesting to me. And this smells slightly of Earl Grey, but mostly of that candied floral smell. So it is sweet. But it's nice. It's like, so this is obviously hot. But you can taste the black tea. You can taste that sweetness first. Yeah, and that's what's like lingering in my mouth. But it's definitely like a black instant tea. You might say, well, how do you know like what makes it taste instant? I don't really have a characteristic for why it tastes instant versus not instant, but it just tastes like a basic black tea with like some fruity bergamot taste. and maybe it's artificial rose. Like, it doesn't taste like soap. And maybe that just means they've got their balance right, but to me, it's pretty good. I think this would be good with a little bit of cream or a little bit of milk. Like, it definitely would be. Definitely hot, or like already frothed milk, or already warmed milk or cream. So yeah, final thoughts are, even though it's kind of chunky and like there definitely is that sediment in the bottom, it tastes like a smooth black tea. It tastes kind of fruity and sweet because there's sugar, but also because like whatever floral note they use, rose or whatever, I don't know if it's like, they said it's organic rose petals, but it tastes to me like candied rose, which maybe floats your boat, floats mine. It's so interesting. It's so hard to describe. Some people might think this is too sweet for like, you know, just a plain tea out of the bag, but I think it's perfect. Like you guys know I like sweets. I wouldn't add any sweetener, and I would add just like probably a vanilla almond milk. And I don't think the vanilla would alter the flavor much because I'd be expecting that. But yeah, it's good. I don't think I'll have a problem finishing the next 9 servings. So there it is. Here is a cup of the Rose Earl Grey from Tea Drops. Thanks for being with me through the storm. Guys, look how this dried. What? Ugh. Okay. Well, so sorry this review is long, but first time for everything. I think realistically, if you're like making this by yourself, I think it would be better actually if you put the tea drop in, then pour the boiling water on top, because I'm sure it would dissolve as you're pouring. I don't really like the idea of like throwing it in after and then you kind of have to stir. Like, I get this stirring, but it just seemed a bit counterproductive. So those are my thoughts. Okay, so quick update. Here's the end of this tea. So you can see like basically what's left is, oh, this view sucks. This is all sediment, and I wish I could show you guys like a little bit deeper into the cup. But it's hard to drink. It just kind of feels like you're eating spices, like at the bottom of like a spice heavy soup, or like that Rassam tea that David's Tea came out with. So I also wanted to add that towards the end, I don't know as it cooled or if I was getting it mostly from the sediment, but the Earl Grey was a lot more noticeable when it wasn't so hot. And it was like quite pleasant. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Bye.